Hello guys, I was sharing a lot about phonics and video description, and today I have another tip for you is what I've been through for many years is students or small kids learn from memorizing. This is we have to be very careful with this one because if they try to spell the words, they might miss understanding. They might get stuck after like 200 words. But memorizing here is to read your own language and English. They have to do it like every day. They have you have a word list, and they have to read like every day. The best way is to read in lines, because in class it's difficult because when the teacher is reading and the kids are not listening. But if you line them up and uh, you read, you have to read in your own language first. For example, you have to read in Khmer and then in Thai, in English, sorry, in Khmer or in Thai, and then translate into English. So when you say it like Boa color, Boa Khmer black, Boa Lương yellow, you read like that, like days by day, and like as my experience, my students remember the whole books, and most of the words in the book I could not translate, but I didn't know that, but I also know that, and my students know that. So memorizing here, it means to memorize vocabularies. You know, when you have very few vocabularies in your head, you cannot spit anything out. But if you have 3,000 or more than 3,000, you can actually communicate very easily without thinking very much. And yeah, to emphasize that, you have to read in your own language and then English, not English alone. Or maybe you can show the picture, it's the best way, but to show the picture you need like a lot of efforts and time. You have a lot of materials, but the best way is to read in Khmer and in English, and then your students will be able to memorize it in like 3 months or 6 months or 1 year. It's okay if they spend 1 year to memorize the whole book, but actually most of the time you just need like 6 months. Literally you need like 6 months only. So this is I don't know, but it's I don't know about the history of it, but the school that I've been to, that I've been working with, they said it's from China, and Chinese, they do that to make the students remember something. And you can also do that, but if you just read in English, students will never know what it is. They just say the word out, and then they don't see the picture. They don't hear your words. But you might think that, oh, it's in Khmer and in English, your language, and then in English. But how can my students remember that, and how can my students make up their mind to receive the vocabulary? But actually, if they just say it like every day, every week, and when you line up, it's not a big problem. It's not a big deal for them. They just say it every day, and for sure they can remember. And you can ask them any words in the book, and they can actually reply you very quickly. You just say dai, and then they say hand quickly. And if you say like bokma, and then they say black very quickly. Yeah, the idea is to make this is also like one of the best advertisement, one of the best advertising, because when you go to the student's house and then you ask the students in Khmer, and then they replied in English very quickly, and then the parents, they will be like impressed, and then they say like, oh, my kids are very smart. Actually, they are smart already. So guys, phonics, video description, and memorizing words, again in Khmer and in English. You don't even have to show the picture or something. You just read it and in lines, and then like the teachers, they can help with their reading or writing inside the class already. But when you make up the line, just the idea is to make them know the words. Okay, if they cannot write, the teachers in each classes should be the one who help. But our job is to make them like know 3,000 words in 6 months. That's it, and I'm glad that you are listening, and I hope that you are successful in your teaching, and I'm very happy because I can share what I've been successful with, and I can see that many students can speak English, can read English, can write English, and especially in short time, you know. Many teachers out there, they are teaching and they spend like 5 years, 10 years. I'm happy for that, but we don't have all day, we don't have all life, we have only 6 months. So please try my voice, because if you spend like too much time for the students, they feel like, oh, English is difficult. But actually with phonics, video description, and memorizing the words, and some other techniques that I'm gonna share a lot with in my channel, you can actually make students speak and read and write in 6 months, or less than 6 months. And I'm gonna be sharing a lot with the speaking technique, because that's what I've been successful with, and I can make students speak even less than 3 months. Yeah, I've been telling them I can help you to speak in 3 months, but actually after 2 weeks my students start to speak, and they don't just say hi and hello, but they can actually describe something just like me, just like the people who have been learning English for 15 years. So this is actually important. It's the most important, and I'm very excited. I was like so shy to share in front of the cameras, but now I'm very, very happy to share, because this is like very shortcut. This is the shortcut to English, to the language. Maybe you can also apply it to your Chinese classes, to your Thai classes, but I'm talking about English, and it worked, guys, it worked.